Welcome to the J Squared Horror Podcast, where two lifelong horror fans talk all things horror. Pour yourself your favorite drink and hang out. Here are your hosts, Josh and Jake.
Hey guys, welcome to the J Squared Horror Podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jake.
And on today's exciting episode, Jake, what movie are we going to be discussing?
We are discussing 2026's Scream 7, directed by Kevin Williamson.
Was that a voice crack I heard there?
Yeah, it's going through puberty, that's all.
Yes, we are covering the brand new Scream. And if you don't know anything about this podcast, we've covered every mother bleeping Scream movie.
We love this franchise.
You would think so based on how many of these movies we have covered. But we went and saw this opening night, Thursday last week. We obviously told you guys on last week's episode, if you stuck around to the end, that we are covering this. And as if you know our channel, you know this. But if you don't, we are a very spoiler-heavy podcast. We don't believe in spoiler-free episodes. So if it's a movie you want to see and you don't want spoiled, come back to us. But if not, watch along, listen along. And Jake, where can they find and listen to us? What are the websites they can find us on?
We can find us on YouTube.
Yes.
Please like and subscribe.
Pretty please.
We're up to 309.
We are.
We went up one. So
yeah, we did.
Thank
We're
you,
on the up
whoever
and up.
that was.
Shout out to the newest subscriber.
Yeah, thank you. Also we're on Spotify.
Yep.
Also Instagram.
Yes.
J Square Horror Podcast, link tree in the bio on new episodes every Thursday.
Every Thursday, two lifelong horror fans decide to get together. We drink and we talk about all things spooky, horror related, and honestly, nothing all at the same time. So if that interests you at all, stick along. We love fan interaction, so if there's anything you want us to cover or you want to chime in, comment anywhere and everywhere, we would love to talk to you and do an episode of yours. So I'm going to get into this Club Cocktail Screwdriver here.
All right.
It used to be a staple of the podcast in our younger years, but here we go.
We got a little older now.
Here we go. That's rough. Oh my gosh. Those things are like lighter fluid now.
Yeah. They are rough now.
Dude, that is like butane.
Yeah. It's
Ooh, which one are you sipping on?
Long Island iced tea.
If we can get to this episode, that would be amazing.
Yes, it would.
So goodness gracious, that thing is strong. My cheeks feel red. Hopefully the camera's too far away to not catch that. Yeah, man. Scream franchise is booming. This is the highest opening weekend of any Scream movie ever. Which I wonder, do they account for inflation when they do that? You know what I mean? Like if it's 97 point, this is just a random number, 97.4 million today.
Yeah.
But it was like 68 million in the first one.
Yeah.
Like, do they account for how much that truly is?
I would assume probably not.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were excited about it. Ice Nine Kills did a second Scream song with McKenna Grace in it, which was really cool. I thought that was super cool. She's in the video. She sings. She's actually a very talented singer.
Okay, nice.
There's a lot of hype and a lot of stuff behind this one, which was cool. Obviously, with a lot of us not knowing where this was and action. A lot of us not knowing where this was gonna go, based on the firing and the leaving of Jenna Ortega and Melissa. I can't think of her last name, but it kind of started building its own identity for the last two movies, and then all of a sudden the rug got pulled out. You do not have those core characters anymore. What the hell do we do? And there was a $500,000 rewrite process
that should have used $1 million.
Yeah, that gave us what we got, which obviously we're going to get into our thoughts and opinions and feelings about this movie. But I did kind of want to give you guys that background there, that it was, in some sense, a rushed project. They had an idea of what they wanted to do. That obviously fell through when they fired somebody for their political beliefs. And then Jenna Ortega, respecting her co-person, decided to leave as well, which I respect their choices in doing that.
Of course.
And it's kind of ironic that Nev, being this whole I'm done with this, that immediately decided to sign on when she was the biggest name in it.
Well,
which I'll get into.
There's something to that. So, Scream 5 and 6, obviously, is now the passing of the torch
Yes.
from Sidney Prescott
Yep.
to the two sisters.
Yeah.
So with that, storyline was great.
Yeah.
I
It was
loved
building
it.
up very well.
Love where it was going.
Mm-hmm.
But then you hear about, she
Yeah.
got fired, Jenny Ortega left,
Yep.
different directors now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they left because they had to do Abigail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're doing that.
Abigail, the vampire movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, see, so I feel like it was a good choice. But
Damn, that's crazy. I
So-
didn't know I liked that director that much.
so now you have a new movie with a different identity,
yeah, complete. Oh, wow.
director. Only way to pull people back in is you gotta go backwards.
You got to find your
So-
new core four.
So you gotta bring Nev Campbell back.
Have to.
You bring back Kevin Williamson, who was the screenwriter for the other Scream movies.
Okay.
Now he's directing it this time, so
Okay.
he can do it his way,
Yeah.
and that's where we're at right now.
Okay. Well, that paints a pretty good picture for
Yeah.
everybody. And I wish I would have. Well, I don't wish I would have known some of that going into because I knew exactly what I was going into when I saw this.
Yeah,
on
of course,
Thursday.
yeah.
And obviously, there's a lot of hoopla and talk about Matthew Lillard being reprised. He was notated as being in this movie
Which he is.
early on.
Yeah.
Like from once the rewrite started happening, it was pretty much shoe in. And I saw a really cool interview with him, which I'll get into a little bit later. But he talked about receiving that phone call and the feelings and thoughts that he went through. Because I'm starting to become a bigger Matthew Lillard fan than I am a Stumacher fan.
Yeah.
Like I like Matthew Lillard as a human being a
Yeah.
lot. And with everything that just happened with the Quentin Tarantino shit, which I hate, because I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan, but I'm kind of stepping away from respecting him after what he did to a lot of actors that I love, and saying that they're not good and they shouldn't be in things.
Yeah.
I can't stand that
Yeah.
because just because you don't agree with their style or their thing, like the guy that plays the Riddler in the new Batman movie, like what the fuck? He's a great actor, dude. But anyway, I'm getting way just emotional about that. But yeah, I'm excited. I was very excited, as we all know from a couple weeks now. I've
Yeah.
been talking about what I was hoping and really excited for in this movie.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
just want to get it out there.
Already?
I was right.
Yeah.
I was 100% correct.
Yeah. So if you guys listened to last week and a couple weeks ago's entire episode, you'll know exactly how me and Jake were walking into this movie. I thought, and this is a huge spoiler right out of the gate, I thought that Stumacher was coming back in a physical sense and he was going to be the actual killer. I thought he was going to be Ghostface and he was going to come back and he was going to kill Sidney Prescott.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted. I didn't care about anything else. You could have introduced 16 new characters and done something. But, huge spoiler. I'm going to say it again. Humongous spoilers here. But Jake called this completely.
Yeah.
How?
Because of two things. One, Scream historically always talked about what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And the big thing right now is AI.
Yeah, what you said.
And two, in the trailer, I get hearing Stu's voice, but you hear Dewey's voice too.
Yeah,
So-
which we got.
So
yeah.
that's what tied to me. It's got to be AI.
Yeah.
And every Scream, these new Scream movies, like Scream 5 was like Scream 2.
Yeah.
Or Scream 1, I mean.
Yeah. Scream 5 was
6,
Scream 1.
like
Six was
2. This new one's going to be like Scream 3, which happened to have rewrites as well.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
literally, like, in reality,
It became
fell
the
in
same.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Because for a long time, Scream 3 was like the worst one, everyone's opinion.
Well,
Yeah.
hold your beer.
Yeah.
There's a couple things about this movie that it's a tough one for me, man. I'm going to draw, and I know I talk about these movies a lot, and I'm sorry if you think I'm becoming redundant in what I talk about. I immediately compare this to Halloween Ends. Immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, even the beginning. So this is, in my opinion, this is the weakest opening card ever.
100%.
This
Which is
the
what Scream's
worst
known for.
And that right there set me up. And I don't know if you could tell by my body language throughout the movie. And I wish there was a way that we could have had POV of us watching this movie together. One thing, we went to our favorite theater in our favorite style, which was Dolby, and we picked the two recliners that
didn't work.
So it was setting up to be Long Legs Part 2, I guess. But I I was very uncomfortable during this movie because I was so uninterested
Yeah.
in the entire film.
I can always tell when you're not interested in the movie
Yeah.
when you sit
I
up.
fully, yeah.
When you sit up, like, yeah, he's
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
He
My
is out.
I push my hat up
yeah,
off my head.
You're just lean forward, looking down
Yeah.
the screen.
How you know I'm engaged is when the hat comes off and goes on the knee.
Yeah.
That's when you know I'm locked in. And for this to be, because I love the Samara Weaving one, which obviously I'm a big Samara Weaving fan, but what they did with that was super cool. And all other ones have always been so great.
Yeah.
And for you, even if you needed a rewrite process or anything, I feel like you have to go hard. If you worry about the contents of the movie, just blow our socks off with the intro. Like that
Which
has to
Scream
be,
usually does.
always does.
Yeah.
Always does such a good job. And so when you sit there, I mean, I don't know if we said this on camera or not, or on the episode or not, but Scream is our horror franchise.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a 91 kid. You're a 90 kid.
Yeah.
The first one came out in 1996. So for our entire lives, we've had
Scream.
the existence of Scream not before us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been going to see it in theater per se, but when you become of age and there's only 2 out, 3 out max,
Go back and watch them.
you can go back and watch them all as a kid and be like, oh my God, that's what everybody was talking about
The new
5
ones
years
come
ago,
out,
6 years ago.
you start
Then
going
you
to see 'em in
catch
person,
up and
yeah.
you can go see them in person. Now, this is only I've only seen the newer Screams in theater, which that's just personal choices, but I've never been so uninterested after an opening sequence. And I was wrong. That's not the girl from Terrifier. That's the girl from Landman.
Okay,
So I did
think
fuck that up.
what took me away from it immediately was it's in the fucking trailer.
Yeah, yeah. Which I only watched. I saw the couple go there, and I didn't know if they were going to be characters in this movie or not, but I didn't see too much. Not that I remember. I steered heavily away from trailers for this movie because of what I told you. And
Yeah,
like
but-
I had the ending I wanted.
So once you see them, you know automatically how it's going to end with them.
Yeah.
Or at least her, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
She's going to fall.
Oh, you did see the fall. Yeah, yeah.
So
you're
you
right.
knew. So at that point, I'm already uninterested.
Yeah, which brings me to my trailer thing. So now you can kind of agree to that a little bit.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, because there's no point in you showing that in the trailer.
As soon as it's yeah, I know she's going to die.
Because the difference is the Samara Weaving one, I saw that entire trailer,
Yeah.
and it just shows her being in the movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't show her dying. It just shows her being in it. And you're like,
Yeah.
wait a second.
Yeah.
What is she doing in this movie? And then when it starts that way, you go, ooh.
She's the opening kill.
Yeah, because you had Drew fucking Barrymore in
Yeah.
her prime in the first. How do you go from that to this?
No.
Like, that girl's big in Landman. And that guy I've seen in, like, B-rolls his entire career.
It's like comedy B-roll.
Yeah, comedy B-rolls at best.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is the weakest one. And it's like, this is legitimately, and I'm not going to say too much here yet, but this is legitimately the first time a reveal happened and I was like, who? And I don't give a single flying fuck.
Yeah.
Because at least what always bothered me about all of the ghost faces since the beginning, well, since part 2, one did it perfectly. The size and the build of the ghost face matched Matthew Lillard
Yeah.
and Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah.
All right. And for the since then they fucked it up. You had a mom, you had the brother, which I'll give you that one. That one's fine. Then you had the fucking Emma Roberts. Yeah, she's a good ghost face. She's 5'1". Then you then you get the new ones and it's little girl, big guy, little girl, big guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm fucking over this.
Yeah.
What are they on stilts the
When
entire
the
movie?
bills look exactly the same.
Oh my gosh, dude. There's never a ghost face that you look at and go, that might be a chick. You
Yeah,
know?
that might be a teenage girl.
They're always that like anywhere between 5'10", 6'2",
Yeah.
slender style.
Yeah, and they're
like,
quick.
They're all just Matthew Lillards running around. Like their builds
Pretty
are
much,
always that size. And the only thing is like if you really were to pick apart the Skeet Ulrich one, and he's a little smaller build.
Yeah.
But that's it. But in the he could have been the one that's getting like tuned up the most.
Yeah.
You know, you're not paying attention to the size per se. That's always been something that bothered me about these Ghostface, but this one, even though that is definitely a part of it, who they are and why they did what they did makes no fucking sense.
That's what a fast rewrite does for you.
There's no way that we can sit as podcasters and enjoyers of horror constantly be able to create better endings of movies
Sure.
than people that get paid to do it.
I agree.
There's no way. And there's just so many things that, like, when you get that final, you're like, but none of the kills make sense then. Like, none of the kills make sense.
They don't.
Nothing in
And-
this movie makes a single bit.
What people
of sense.
see as probably the best kill, best iconic kill in
makes
the movie.
the least
exactly
sense
makes the least amount of sense.
the entire movie.
Also,
the best kill.
Also, if who you think did it makes even less sense
Which-
because there's no way they're that strong.
Yes, exactly.
No
There's
way.
no way physically they're that strong. And it's like, yeah, we're getting hot and heavy into this. But me and Jake have been sitting on this since Thursday.
Yeah.
We've not been able to talk about this as friends since, I mean, it was, you could tell in the parking lot we've wanted to, but we were both like,
so bad.
all right, I'm going home, you go home. All right, cool. We'll just, we'll how you doing until Tuesday.
Yeah.
But fuck me if I do not hate this fucking movie so much. More so than Halloween Ends. More so than Halloween Ends. Because you may not agree with the Michael Myers that's in Halloween Ends, but there's another part of this whole fucking thing that I hate, and considering it's a rewrite, Halloween Ends has been out almost fucking, 4 years. Years.
Yeah.
Since this movie. You're going to do another burn down you're going to burn down one of the epic houses in the fucking franchise? You're going to burn it down, and you're going to have the fucking slow-mo scene of an iconic and a lot of people's Mount Rushmore of serial slasher killers walk out in front of a blaze of one of the most epic houses, and we're just supposed to be okay with that? No.
Yeah. Move on.
No.
Yeah.
There's you can't do that. You can't. Ghostface, in the history of Ghostfaces, has never caused mass destruction. And in my one little thing I can say here, Michael Myers didn't. They tried to burn him in the house.
Yeah.
So at least that makes a little fucking sense.
Yeah.
This Ghostface, which like you can say in Scream 5 when he's like tactical as shit with the shotgun and shit, then you find out who he is.
Yeah, you know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a fucking cop. Cool. Get it. This makes no fucking sense. For the first time in the entirety of the Scream franchise, it makes no sense. Any of it. Not a single part of this movie makes sense.
So yeah, the movie itself is one.
I am heated.
It is. I could tell.
I'm like the fire ablaze of the Mocker House.
It's unnecessary.
Yes.
Storyline makes no sense. And also, no offense to Neve Campbell.
She's not a good actress.
Glad she was back. You know, we almost ran into her a couple of times.
You did, physically.
Literally, yeah.
In Texas. Yeah, we were at a convention.
Her acting skills in this movie,
Piss poor.
she mailed it in.
Yeah.
It's not good.
This is Stranger Things ending season via screen.
This-
It's the same shit. People that are just riding a paycheck.
Yeah,
I
and-
firmly fucking believe that.
And how it looked on the screen, it looked like a Netflix movie.
Dude, it looked like a soap opera,
It
dude.
looked so low quality.
It looked like a soap opera. It was done. There was zero chemistry between the only chemistry in this fucking movie is from the twins. The same part of the core four, who unfortunately were plucked out of the core four because the other two quit. But they had the most chemistry, but also made no sense in this fucking movie.
I hated them being in the movie.
I hated them being in the movie, even though they had great chemistry, and I love them as their characters. I do. Their plot armor is unbelievable at this point.
So was everyone else's.
No, the dad,
He
Joe McHale.
loved
was
Joel McHale, by the
I
way.
love him. Terrible casting choice.
Yeah. They
Terrible
had
casting
no
choice.
chemistry at all.
No chemistry at all. This guy is 6'8", looks like the scrawniest chief of police I've ever seen in any horror. Dewey looked way more in shape than this guy. Doofy from Scary Movie plays a better cop than him.
Oh, it was great seeing the trailer for Scary Movie.
Dude, the greatest
That was
part,
probably one of the best parts.
greatest part of us going to the movies last Thursday was Scary Movie 6.
That and
The reaction from the crowd was unbelievable. There was a almost standing ovation
yeah.
in our crowd.
Oh,
which
speaking of which,
the fucking crowd was terrible
Yeah.
during this movie.
people, hopefully no one watched or listening.
dude. I
past
hope you
this.
did. We were in the back row, F7 and 8.
Don't clap during movies, please.
It's like clapping when a plane leans.
I
a plane
hate that.
lands.
Stop clapping, and don't clap during this dog shit movie. Do not
me.
do it.
Yeah, please
There's
don't.
nothing to clap about.
Nothing.
Happened twice,
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
Must have tuned out the last one then.
Yeah, it was 3 times, not including Scary Movie 6.
Stop clapping.
Yeah.
You're not at a fucking sports event.
Also, the plane landers and these people must be the same.
Yeah, the exact same
yeah.
people.
Because my gosh, I mean, and I really wanted to talk to the cat next to me because he had said something to me earlier during the movie, and I can't remember what it was, but I fucked with him a little bit. But he was all ghost faced out, and we left so quick when this movie was over. I think they played the music video for the Ice Nine Kill shit in the post credits, which would have been cool for you to see.
Yeah, I got them ready to go.
Yeah, I was ready to go. I was actually ready to record right then. And who knows what that would have been like, because I'm still heated right now, and it's been days since. But in order to make this an entertaining episode, obviously we told you guys how we feel. We haven't gotten into the killers per se yet, but the chemistry part really bothers me,
as it should,
because they unfortunately went with an emotionally heavy vibe in this movie, which was Sidney Evans' family. The daughter and her had negative chemistry. The daughter looked older than she was in Scream 1996. The actress isn't a bad actress. I think she was one of the better actors in the movie, but the chemistry wasn't there. And it's like, I understand where they're coming from, where it's like Sydney's been through it, so she's trying to protect her kid from it. There's going to be animosity there. There's going to be this, but like the leather jacket, like I didn't understand that.
So I knew that was from part 2.
That's from part 2, but why did it matter?
Why did she still have it?
Yeah, and if you're going to have it and you have a teenager roaming around, it's a cute jacket. She's going to want to wear it.
It's okay to talk about
and
it.
I love that Joel McHale's character is like, you fucked up here. I did like that.
That's on you.
That was one of the better parts. But his plot armor was insane because so they're doing a renovation on the house, and being a super trained police officer, this makes no sense. This is is it pre or post Ghostface happenings?
This is post.
So you're already on super high alert.
They go through the house to do that's post the
that's post them
the kills at the school.
Yeah. It's post that, right?
Post that.
And post their fight.
Yeah.
The one-on-one Ghostface in the house.
No, it's right before.
It was because he wouldn't have been. So that was before.
Oh, you mean he's out in the garage?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's post. Yes,
that's post all of this, right?
Yeah.
So you have gone toe to toe against the Ghostface already. He doesn't fight fair, and he fights sloppy, and he also loves the surprise element. He was hiding in the fucking attic.
Yeah.
Which your cops that you should have trained suck at their jobs because they cleared the house.
They were just checking doors,
checking shower curtains.
You shake it.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. It's locked.
We're just not going to say I'll be back, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Then we're good.
So that makes no sense to me. That he would walk around a tarped off area so nonchalantly. Daytime, nighttime doesn't matter. But when he finally gets attacked, it is a surprise attack where he gets stabbed in the chest multiple times.
Yeah.
Just like the guy that is in this movie gets stabbed in his first movie, and he survives. So the plot armor still exists in Scream.
Because you got to keep around for part 8.
But the fact that there is potentially more Sidney Prescott lineage Scream movies, I'm so beyond over it now.
So, I think...
I thought that this was supposed to be the final of it all, which at least in Halloween Ends, which I compare these two movies a lot, you get a finality, even though I didn't like it.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's confirmed there's going to be a part 8 already.
That's insane.
So...
we have a new Scream Queen.
So, here's the thing, though. Franchises.
Yeah.
And it's partly, if not mostly, horror fans' fault, too.
It is our fault, yeah.
We keep going to go see these movies. They keep generating money. So they're going to keep making them.
Yeah.
But
this being the biggest ever, yeah.
At a certain
that guarantees
point,
an 8.
The quality of the movie, it just wasn't good.
Yeah.
Now, from the very beginning, with the kill we already saw in the trailer, they already planted that immediate seed about Stu Macher still being alive. Because on the radio, they're talking about him being at that party in Windsor College because Matthew Lewis was actually on the set of part 2. Yeah, we get that.
Yeah.
And it goes through, you're bringing in new characters.
Yeah.
You're bringing in Sydney's daughter.
Yeah.
Who in part 6, either 5 or 6, they mentioned her having 2 kids.
Yeah, well, there's little kids, too.
Yeah, so there's a third kid I guess no one knew about.
Oh, okay.
who now is 17, looks like she's 30.
Yeah, every bit.
So I guess they're trying again the passing of the torch thing.
Oh,
you had it
gosh.
perfectly in
You
5
had it
and
way
6.
better with
Perfect. With the
Skeet's kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
Had
What's his name in the fucking movies?
Billy.
Billy's kid. Billy
Yeah.
Loomis's kid.
You had it perfect.
Because what that set you up for was the potential of what I kind of was digging was the first final girl become Ghostface was obviously on the table.
100%.
Which is
it's like
so
you lean
fucking
towards
cool.
that.
Especially when at the end, they and I've seen a lot of TikTok posts about like that being one of the greatest Scream endings is when she has the Ghostface mask in her purse
Yeah.
and she's like almost like Halloween. It's like,
Yeah.
like tantalizing to her. But it's like I don't obviously I don't own a $1 million production company. I don't do but I figure somebody's political beliefs cannot be worth more than an entire franchise.
Yeah.
And
I would agree.
Probably shouldn't have fucked with this movie on that alone.
Yeah.
And I can say that now selfishly because I'm let down.
People,
And that sucks.
this movie only did so well, or is doing so well,
It's
because
doing
of
so well.
one thing.
For hope.
The hope, because
Yeah.
of all those people out there who were on this whole Stu Macher being
Yeah.
alive bullshit.
They pimped
That's
us.
the only reason why they played with that.
They played us.
As soon as they put his voice in
In
the
the
trailer,
trailer.
everyone was just on it, thinking, dude, there's no way.
Yeah.
And they mentioned throughout the movie, there's
Yeah.
no way he's alive.
Yeah. At any point did you believe it?
No,
Okay.
because of one thing I noticed, now that I'm thinking back on it.
Yeah.
Before I get to that, even
Oh,
towards
sorry.
the end of the movie, the guy's like, that would be dumb. Yeah. So everyone who believed that, they're talking to you.
Okay. Wow.
I'm just saying,
That's a little
you
harsh.
guys who thought
A little
that
harsh.
were dumb enough to think a kid who died 30 years ago in this franchise is somehow still alive. They still threw out. So you think for 30 years he was around and no one knew it was him?
Yeah, that's the main thing I keep saying on TikTok.
Yeah, it's
where
like,
it's just like,
it's
you
like,
know,
come on, guys.
in the horror community, they're like one of the most notorious serial killers in this universe is just walking around
Yeah.
with scars all over his face. Yeah.
But people wanted it so
We
bad.
wanted it
and
so
honestly,
bad.
I wanted
Yeah.
it too, but I knew that makes no sense.
Yeah, but I'd rather that might not make sense than what we got because that still makes no sense.
Also, you brought back Matthew Lillard.
Who played the AI Stumacher
Yeah.
fucking perfectly.
Yeah.
The craziness, the funny, like the goofy side that he's always had as Stumacher.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, my mom's going to be so mad
Yeah.
at me. Like, that guy still existed. And for him to find that 30 years later, impressive enough.
You brought him back to play an AI character.
Yep. So what I was
the
going to say
fuck?
is Matthew Lillard, as much as he was excited about getting the call about being in this movie, he also, because of everything that he's gone through in his career, so he doesn't think that he is like a celebrity. He does not believe he's an A-lister. He does not believe that he believes that he's popular, but not like sought after as much as like fans of his work feel about him.
Well, I would agree.
Because, and he says it for this, like he wouldn't say it because the movie wasn't out yet,
Yeah.
but it would be interesting to have him one-on-one, not one-on-one because that would be like a dream come true, but like a Q&A,
Come on.
yeah, like how we did at some horror conventions, which he does a lot, which we saw him
He would
literally
walk around
taking
taking
pictures
pictures, yeah.
of people. He is one of the most, and we've met a few of them, like giddy, genuine people.
Yeah.
And it was funny because Jamie Kennedy, who was also there, was just drunk and lost.
Yeah.
And like security was
They're
freaking
trying
out
to find
about
him.
it.
Yeah.
While Matthew Lillard walks around with a Polaroid camera and taking pictures of his fans. It was so cool to see. And even then it was like when the convention was trying to shut down lines, he was like, "Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna see you all."
Yeah.
But what he was saying was, and I could tell, is that he's probably more let down still not being the guy that they wanted to bring back. Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, to get the call finally that you've kind of been hoping for easily, because his death, as much as you think it is his death, is the only questionable one out of all of them. He was never shot multiple times.
It's
and
not
what's the rule for
questionable.
Scream?
People just want him
But
back.
what's the rule for Scream?
Shoot him in the head?
Always. Double tap.
But shoot him in the head, but the TV falls on his head.
Yeah, but still, no matter what happens to these Ghostface, they always come back unless you double tap or triple tap them, right? Dewey is the number one reason that we all hate that the double tap didn't, almost didn't work. He shot the fuck out of that Ghostface, And of course, they're all now wearing
Stewie.
bulletproof vests and stuff. Do you remember my moment in the theater when I shot
I did.
that out?
Yeah.
There was a cool moment where you got to see like all the old Ghostface. I was like, it was all the actors and actresses because you could tell they were all aged. But it was really cool seeing all their little clip bits, and I was like, damn, dude, this movie had such potential.
I hated that because of one reason. So you bring back those same actors and actresses.
Yeah.
To play characters they played 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And you bring them back to look how they look right now.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, because that would be real.
If you want to use AI, use it then.
Yeah, but the rule on these movies are fucking one of our favorite movies
you
from
have my
2024.
permission. Or just like de-age me or something.
Yeah. They all looked like old people.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the movie 25 years ago. I died then in the movie.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore, so why would they look old?
Yeah, like, dude, this movie is just like, towards the end, like, fuck it. Put it together, put it out. They still believe Stu's going to be in the movie, so people still come see it.
Yeah, and I fell for it. But, and it's like, obviously I've been let down by a lot of horror franchise. I've been let down more than I've been impressed by majority of the horror franchises that I have, which is for me to understand and swallow that pill on. I get that. But there was something shocking about how bad this movie was. And for me to say I'd watch Halloween Ends again, we all know how I felt about that movie. Yeah. This was bad.
I'd watch Scream 3 again.
Yeah, I'd watch
rather than watch this bullshit.
Yeah, this is the worst Scream movie of all time.
And so,
I'd watch Caddyshack again.
I would too.
Yeah, I would watch Caddyshack. I want to adjust my Caddyshack score based on this movie.
Yeah, this movie's
because
bad.
Unfortunately, I think based on my rating, I'm going to have to go lower than Caddyshack, and we all know how low that was.
That was low. But also, I need franchises to stop bringing back legacy characters. It's time to let it go.
I think we're at a part now.
Bring back Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
For what?
But also what sucks is like Gail and Sydney's chemistry has never been worse than in this movie. And you could tell that whatever happened on the set of this film wasn't right. Nobody got into character. These aren't the characters that we've grown up and watched. The only two that did it was the twins.
Now, I will say we never saw it.
Or there weren't even the twins.
Yeah, the twins, yeah. They're twins.
Oh, yeah.
I will say we never saw a parent Sidney Prescott prior to that.
I don't care. That's not Sidney Prescott. She didn't touch her hair once.
This is modern day. I got a family.
Touch her hair. She never complained of neck pain.
I am Sydney Evans now.
I guess when you lose the last name Prescott, the chronic neck pain goes away. Because if you go back and watch every single other movie with her, she's just on that neck.
She's fucking stressed.
She never ran upstairs. Come on, Sydney.
She ran to the fucking coffee shop, though.
Yeah.
The fact that her life now is...
I love that she's just a glorified barista.
Well, I think she owns the coffee shop, too.
Hey. Do you know what kind of espresso machine that was in the movie?
Of course not.
That was a La Marzocco 3-group Linea Classic. I peeped that thing as soon as they were in the coffee shop.
Didn't even notice it. Ooh. Didn't even
That's
notice
one of
it.
my favorite espresso machines right there. That's my favorite part of the movie.
There's two things. Also, this movie gives away, I guess they weren't the Ghostface. This had 3 Ghostfaces in it, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah,
3
it's the first
Ghostfaces.
time there was 3. Yeah.
And the one you knew because, come on.
That was some bullshit.
It made it super obvious.
That was some bullshit.
Carl came in there and just
Carl
stared
came
at
in
it
and
for a
just
second.
also used his real name.
Yeah, you said that,
What
too.
the fuck, dude?
You said in the theater, use his real name.
Dude, I make up yeah.
Carl?
Yeah, I make up names at coffee shops for shits and giggles. And the fact that you mean mug Sydney to almost that night go after her and her family.
Yeah.
Also, like, what I cannot stand about this is for the first time in any of the movies, the passion behind the kills don't equal the people behind the kills.
What do you mean?
So, like, why did McKenna's character get gutted? That doesn't make sense. She's a friend of a friend. in a play playing a fairy, dude. Why did the guy that was controlling her harness get his neck slit? Like, Ghostface rarely, other than like maybe the teacher. I'm trying to think back on all the Ghostface. I know there's always random kills. Which,
So
like, that's hard.
Those
for me
kills
to pick, but
were the mom.
yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
Kind of makes sense though.
No, it doesn't.
Her son was a part of that too.
Yeah, but that doesn't. That makes the least sense.
If for all we know, her son could have been mistreated by her. We don't know that.
No.
It's possible.
No.
We don't know.
No.
I'm
But there was
saying
always.
it is possible.
There was always. I feel it's just. Yes, there are random kills in Scream movies. I'm not saying that there aren't.
Yeah.
But the passion behind them always makes somewhat sense.
Okay.
Now, even if I go back to Scream 1, the original Scream, I hate that it's all the mom and she's a whore and she ruined that guy's life. I don't really care about that, but that kind of builds the whole movie. I like that it was like you saw that friend group and a lot of people don't realize this. Tatum, who's the main plot point in this movie because it's the daughter's fucking name in this movie, gives Stu an alibi for the night that he killed.
Yeah. She was his girlfriend, right?
Yeah, but was she in on it too?
Wrong.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. And why would Billy have killed her? Because I don't think Stu killed her, did he? Do we know who killed who?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I wouldn't think you would kill your own girlfriend.
Yeah, but also was that his emotional stability?
Yeah.
And why Billy wanted her dead?
Could have been.
But you see?
Yeah.
Now that makes sense. Like if I was really pissed off at you and you had a great girlfriend that was taking you away from me, I'm going to kill her.
Yeah.
If I was in the Scream universe.
Yeah.
But it's just like I've been let down, like I said earlier, by the reveals based on the fact that Ghostface doesn't, like the Ghostfaces don't match physically. I've never not understood like, oh, okay, that's why they did it. It's always been like, okay, a little stretch, but we're there. This makes no sense.
Yeah.
This, for the first time ever, is the biggest pile of hot, steamy dog shit in Scream ever.
Yeah, the movie itself
is bad.
It's not good.
It's bad.
But I can understand why it's not very good. The rewrites.
No.
Yes.
You can't give that a pass.
No, that's a reason.
Yeah, but even then, that's not a strong reason.
It's not a pass to why it's not very good, but it makes sense to why, because the endings seem super thrown together.
I'll tell you this.
And now you've taken out the plot of the sisters being, which I didn't like. They didn't even acknowledge them at all.
All they kept mentioning was New York.
Yeah,
all they kept mentioning.
Mindy made one snarky comment. They were in the bar.
Yeah,
and she was talking about Billy Loomis had a illegitimate kid.
Yeah,
that's the one who was a friend of yours.
Yeah. They
did not like that.
They did it dirty, and I don't like that.
They talk about that specific character with that certain actress. Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. It's a low blow beyond low blows because I think she was fired on bullshit reasons.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, I really am hating myself more than I'm hating this movie for even giving it $42 out of the 90 or whatever million it made this weekend. But at the end of the day, it's like I do, like you were saying earlier, it's our fault as fans, and I'm gonna start really thinking about. I think I'm with you, dude. I think I'm over this continuation of like, if you were to create a modern Ghostface unattached to all of it, I'd go see it. It could be a similar as shot for shot Omen style remake of the first one, but it has nothing to do with the Prescotts, the Mockers, the Loomises. It's just a new group of teenagers in today's world getting fucked up by a killer.
You may feel that way. A lot of people don't, because did you ever watch the Scream TV show?
Fuck no.
Okay.
It's just because I hate MTV TV shows.
That had nothing to do with the Prescotts or anything.
Miserably.
And it failed miserably. Because no one gives a fuck about Ghostface.
I also think it was done poorly.
It was, because at first they didn't have the mask and everything.
But I will, hand up on that one.
Okay.
But that's prior to me hearing you say that as well.
Okay, yeah, which
So
is fair.
yeah, I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking like give horror everything I got just so
Yeah.
we continue to get shit.
Yeah.
But I'm now at a point to where I'm sick and tired of getting shit.
Yeah,
I'm getting shit on.
Scream 8.
for-
I'm not
going to see it. I'm telling you right now, they can hint at anybody coming back,
Yeah.
and even if I get what I wanted in this movie, I may watch it when it's free.
Yeah.
I will
Someone's gonna have to
not-
go see it and confirm it for
Yeah,
me.
I will
may
not
watch it at home.
give them opening or theater money.
Yeah.
And I feel that way. Like, I think Terrifier I'm okay with. I want to see the finality of Terrifier, and I love the fact that Damien Leone so far has rode hard on 4 being it. And I appreciate that.
At a certain point, you got to stop.
At a certain point, you have to stop. And I honestly feel like this is going to be too much.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like it could have ended with the last
They're
one.
probably going to tell you a lot of stuff you don't want to know.
It's gonna fucking ruin it for us. But he has confirmed that the backstory is only going to be about 10 minutes long. I'm cool with that.
Fair.
I'm cool with that. But if there's one person to give me hope in a franchise, it's Damien
Okay.
Leone, and because that is my adult modern slasher. Like that is something that I've seen every single one of them. Any of them that came out in theaters, I saw in theater.
Yeah.
But I am over it. I think that you hit the nail on the head with it is our faults, and we have to hold horror to a higher standard if
Yeah.
we want better. We can't continuously just dick ride and think that this is okay. Bad writing, stories that make no sense. We are so beyond that as like an era of creativity.
Yeah.
There's no fucking reason for it. When there are original screenplays, original ideas
That are better.
that are 1,000 times better that
Yeah.
don't get this kind of publicity. And of course, those things don't have 30 years of, things that you can relate to or that you can appreciate. But we are starting to fail as horror fans, not supporting those to the level that obviously we're all capable of.
Yeah.
It's apparent in a 7th horrible movie doing the best out of any of them.
Yeah. And it sucks because 7 movies in and Sidney Prescott
Hasn't fucking died.
hasn't died yet. So I'm going to compare it to Halloween as well.
Yeah, you have to. It's the only 2 that we have original.
You see the character arc of Laurie Strode.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who she becomes over time. When 2018 came out,
Yep.
when Ends,
Yep.
she's 2 different people.
Completely different people.
Sidney Prescott from 1, 2, 3, 4, those first 4 movies, is the exact same person.
Yep.
Doesn't change any type of way.
Nope.
Now, in 7, it's been so long between 5 and 7
Yeah.
with her not being in 6,
Yeah.
which was not in 5, not in 6.
She was not in 6.
Okay, her not being in 6, like,
Or was it 5?
I can't.
Fuck, I can't remember.
I think it's not in 6.
I think she's not in 6. She
Yeah,
was in
'cause
5.
she's not in New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
they left. Yeah. It was all in. Where's the fucking name of the town?
Woodsboro?
Woodsboro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It all
Which-
happened in Woodsboro.
Speaking of Scream 6, also not all shot in New York, also shot up in Vancouver as well. So all these places, or all these people who shit on,
Dude, you're stretching.
no, real quick,
You're stretching.
Jason Statham
You're
Manhattan
stretching.
not being in New York,
You're
these are
stretching.
fucking Scream 6.
You're stretching.
All right. Also,
No, I'm
Canada.
talking. You are so. You're so fucked for thinking that. I'm not talking about where it was shot. I'm talking about what
No.
you see in the actual movie.
I'm talking about where it was shot.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I
where
want
it
to
was
get that
shot.
point out.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Well, it's New York.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But Scream in New York happens in a city that looks like New York. In the movie, it is New York the whole entire time. I rest my case.
it doesn't. But okay.
Oh my god.
But anyway, you have that gap between 5 and 7.
Yeah.
With Sidney Prescott. And now the version you see her now, to me, is who she should have been in Scream 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That older, motherly, and trying to protect my family and friend from my life type of thing.
Yeah.
It happening so late now,
Eh.
I'm just not interested anymore.
Yeah.
And when the killer towards the end tells her she's a played out final girl, she is.
Very much so. That was the most real line.
Yeah, Sidney Prescott. We did our final girl episode a couple years ago. Something I mentioned was I can never give her that much credit because she rolls in a group.
Yeah, she's never a true final girl. Yeah, it's a final group.
This time around, it's Gail, her daughter.
Yeah.
It's never her on her own.
Never.
Ever.
Yeah. And all other final girls, it's mano a mano.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single other one.
Yeah.
And so one thing, and this is, I'm happy you said that because you sparked a theater thought that I had. And I want to ask you this, and I thought this in the theater, but we talked enough in theater already.
Okay.
How we get away with that sometimes.
We were talking quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad, so I was uninterested, and I didn't care that everybody else paid around me. But this one was a little more thought-provoking. So I thought to myself, I go, okay, so now we have, 30 and 40 years of Final Girl, right? When we have two extreme differences and what trauma causes people, right? And one is you fully engulf in the family ideals, the keeping everything together, or you isolate and you find out. So like what Sidney finds out about herself in this movie. Oh my God. Fuck. Dude, this can't be happening. What's the Halloween?
Laurie Strode?
Laurie Strode. Thank you. Laurie Strode realized way quicker. Isolate yourself. You're the problem. You're the reason people die.
Yeah.
So what, in your opinion?
Which she is told.
Yes.
In this movie, too.
Exactly. So what I like is that, I don't like it. What I was wondering is, where do you feel is one, say, truer than the other one? Which one do you like more now that we kind of have a taste of both?
Okay.
Now that we've seen both, like, do you respect or understand what Laurie did more or what Sidney did more as far as who you are as a person?
Because Laurie did the one thing Sidney did not do. Didn't do.
Oh, yeah.
She prepared her daughter.
Yes, prepared, yes.
For the event. If he ever comes back, if it's 40 fucking years from now, he ever comes back, you're going to be ready
her daughter
for it.
And her granddaughter.
Yeah. You're both ready.
Yeah.
I'll do in my life what I need to do to make sure you guys are safe. Sidney, whose daughter tried to get information out of her and says to her, why didn't you tell me anything?
Yeah. I would have been better prepared for this shit.
Yeah. You want to change the subject every fucking time. You got a rehearsal today? Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. But what about your dead friends and all these movies I've watched about your life that I know nothing about? You know what Laurie Strode didn't have? Movies about her life.
Yeah. For her to say, well, there's movies, there's books. Everything on this right there. She goes, yeah, let's ask me questions. Like, this bitch here.
Yeah. So it was funny because like when you watch each in its respective times, we're going to sit down in theaters and we're watching this shit and you go, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why the fuck is this happening? And then you finally, for the first time ever, because it's the first time in the existence of horror that we're actually getting the same people, actual actors and actresses, playing themselves 30, 40 years later as their respective characters. Yeah. I think that Halloween and what they did with Laurie Strode was significantly better than what they did with Sidney. Which, if you would have asked me that during 18 ends and kills, or kills and ends, I would have said, you're fucking stupid. I hate this. Now, with what I got with Scream, I go, fuck.
You have a direct comparison.
I am wrong. Yeah. What they did with Laurie Strode and the fact that they killed Michael Myers because at the end of the day, they were all planned, like they all were prepared for it, regardless of how that strayed during each movie. You kind of have that core that she ignited in you. Yeah. Now, do I wish that Laurie Strode would have died? Of course. I hate the idea of Final Girls. I'm over it. I've been watching it for I'm only 34 years old. Yeah. The best of the best is 40 years old, which is Laurie Strode. Yeah. You disagree with that. We all have our favorite Final Girls, but the idea of a Final Girl really came through with a Laurie Strode. Yeah. Then it kind of, you were able to do it. One thing that I will say that Friday the 13th will always have on top of any of these goats, including Friday the 13th, including Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, and Scream, is those Final Girls don't make it long. Yeah. And for this, once again, I'm mature. I'm appreciating things differently. I go, as much as I fucking talk shit about that, that's pretty good. Like, it's just redundantly stupid.
Alice makes it through part 1, but dies 10 minutes in the part 2.
Yeah, that is better. That's better. And it's like, you can't idolize, and we do. We idolize these characters. We make them our favorites. We have our favorite movies. And then they stretch it and they push it, and it's just like becomes this. It takes away from what the killers are.
Because they know you're always going to come back.
Yeah,
but also, I've never been a big Ghostface person because Ghostface is just a costume.
Yeah, it's not a evil entity. Yeah.
And also, Sydney's a serial killer. She's killed so many people.
She has.
Yeah.
She's
so
killed
many people.
She's killed 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, Gail gets that one. So 8 helps and 5. Yeah, dude, she's got more kills than Stu and Billy combined.
She's killed a lot of people at this point. Lock her up.
Yeah,
that's why she go to New York.
Yeah,
that's why.
She couldn't continue this. She knew 12 was too many. She knew she couldn't get away with that. But I mean, we'll try to talk about the reveal of the ghost face. I don't know. I honestly can't remember. That's how uninterested I was. What was the meanings behind it? What was her ghost face moment? Like what caused her to become this ghost face?
All right. So there's 3 total, as we told you.
Yeah.
Carl, he's gone.
He gets ran over by Gail.
With the worst reveal for Gail. So I personally love Scream for 2 reasons. The opening scene, kills, and Gail Weathers.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's my favorite character in the Scream franchise.
She's always been the same.
I love Gail.
Yeah.
She's always shitty.
Yeah. And she shows it in this movie as well.
She comes around to a certain point, like, no, I'm so shitty, though.
Yeah. She does it with Sydney, with Dewey, with all of them.
Yeah.
Even when you expected her to have that, she doesn't.
No, that ain't me.
At the end of the day, you say I'm this same way, but we're career driven.
Yeah, she's going for her goal.
Yeah. And nothing
when
will get
Sydney
in her way.
said, I'll give it to her after 30 years, you'll give it to me. And she asked her, you going to be nice? Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been waiting for this for 30 years.
Yeah, I'll fucking grill the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and she does. Makes her walk off the set.
But anyway, so the neighbor is one of the ghost faces.
Yep. Which we've seen as being Sydney Prescott. Sydney, what's her last name?
Sweeney?
No. This is the J Squared Horror Podcast.
Sydney Evans.
Sydney Evans and her are friends. They've become friends over time based on being neighbors, and she goes to the same coffee shop, blah, blah, blah.
So I knew she was one of the killers. Yeah. Which was pretty obvious, I feel like.
Yeah.
So her whole reasoning, though, to me made no sense.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Yeah, but I'm ready.
Damn, okay. Well, guys,
fuck the foreplay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's get to it.
All right, no foreplay, guys. So she has an abusive husband, and one of the books, or the book that Sydney wrote, inspired her to take care of her own trauma. Yeah. Because she took it as, when there's a problem,
kill it.
So she killed her husband.
Yeah.
And got away with it.
Yep.
Now, that was her reasoning for being so close to Sydney.
Okay.
Now, the part about her, when there were the kills in New York and she wasn't there for it. Yeah. That fucked her up. That part I understand.
That made her snap and go to an insane asylum.
Yeah, where she met the other guy.
Yeah.
Who, he did a great job. Great job selling the story because he plays on
he plays on Stu.
The fact of, you dumb fuck think Stu's still out. I'll tell you fucking anything. You'll believe it.
John Doe? Really?
Yeah. You're like, huh. Makes sense.
Yeah. There's obviously an epic final fight between them, which I hate. This is, I understand a lucky headshot here or there, but for, one person that's never handled a gun other than the first time ever in this movie and to blow somebody's face off, very unrealistic. This is me nitpicking at this point. I don't get it. Like I said,
who got the one perfect headshot? Who was that?
What?
You said a perfect headshot? Who was that?
Well, you got to think. Well,
they shot in the face 30 times.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's very hard to do. For somebody that's never handled a gun a day in their life.
It was mostly Sydney.
Yeah, but Sydney also lays down a perfect headshot.
Yeah, on other dude. Like center mass, fucking perfect.
Nails him. I would believe that Lori could do, not Sydney.
Well, but Sydney is a killer.
Yeah, she's been
has proven.
She's been shooting people in the head since 1998. So.
Yeah, if she tells you, make sure they're dead, shoot them in the head, she's good with headshots.
Yeah,
trust her advice.
Yeah, I fucking hated this movie. I hate the reveal. I hate the ghost face. There's nothing about this movie that I liked. Some of the kills were cool.
There's not one thing you liked about it. No favorite kill, no nothing.
No. There were interesting kills. There were off-screen kills. I mean, everybody's going to talk about the beer tap kill, which is her killing her own son, which makes no fucking sense because
lifted him by his head.
Only thing is she kind of mentions that he reminds her of the dad.
Yeah,
but he's not. But also it's like there were certain parts of like isolation that I just don't believe when they're running around the town and nobody's around and they're just screaming and shooting.
It's curfew.
It's curfew. That's even in '96 that wasn't believable. The bar scene was overplayed, overdone. There were no point in us wasting time on any of these characters.
Well, yeah, them
hinting
the twins
at
back for
the boyfriend being the AI guy and why he decided to say things like "I'll fucking kill you, Sidney Prescott" makes no fucking sense. He could have just been like, "Hi, I'm Bill," and it would have been his face. Makes no sense. True. Obviously, you're trying to put us on the hunt of the boyfriend, but that's so overdone. If that would have happened again, I would have walked out of the movie theater.
Knew for a fact.
I knew he was not.
He wasn't a Ghostface.
I knew he wasn't a Ghostface.
But I knew he was behind the AI stuff.
Yeah.
Only because the jacket.
Yeah. Is it the flannel thing?
Yeah, they have the exact same jacket. So, well, it's him, clearly.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. But that's what they wanted us to believe. And then also the shitty, easy, I worked for Google for a few years to give that one guy the reason to be that good behind AI.
Come on, guys.
Piss poor. The fact that the husband was alive enough to help his daughter realize that she can be cut or help her cut out of the thing. There's so much about this movie that's bad. And at least other times when there is plot armor, they're taken out of the movie until a reveal at the end. They don't play in to the survival of the final girls versus the final group versus the Ghostface. This is the first time I think ever that the person that has the plot armor actually helped in defeating the Ghostface, which I absolutely hated, which shows how weak these Ghostface truly were. I think that the best actress is unfortunately that Ghostface in this movie. She did a phenomenal job.
She did.
I may not have agreed with the story, but she played it perfectly.
She sold crazy very well.
She sold crazy for that switch that you need for these Ghostface. She did very well.
And she's good in Pitch Perfect.
Great in Pitch Perfect. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I thought it was Stu for 70% of this movie. That's how bad I wanted it. Yeah.
Well, no.
I believe.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you believe it was, or you wanted?
I hoped it. I hoped it.
Okay,
was.
You didn't believe it.
Yeah, I really didn't.
Okay,
when he says here's Stu or whatever, obviously that's the end of the movie.
There was no
very
chance
much
that
over
was
that. Yeah, I was like, it's the neighbor. Dude.
Yeah,
like I figured it out.
We can stop playing the bullshit games.
Yeah. I got over that pretty quickly. Actually, I pretty much realized it when the boyfriend was caught with the AI stuff, which later than I'd like to admit. But I was so hopeful that you were going to be wrong and I was going to be right, even though they leaned so heavily on us turning against each other for that entire movie. What I liked is when the person was like, "Oh, this, there's like shadows and like there's too good to be AI."
But it was him saying it.
Yeah.
So where are you going to turn his own lie up?
On a scale from 1 to 10, what do you rate Scream 7?
Before that, though, was the boyfriend part of it?
No.
So why in that moment did he lie about how good is it? It must be real. If he knows he's the one doing it.
Because they wanted us to believe it. That's how bad the writing was.
So just for the movie. Just for us.
That was just for us.
Okay, cool.
I honestly believe that was just for us.
Okay.
To once again think it was a boyfriend.
All right.
Yeah.
Which was too easy. Which they say.
Yeah. Which also happens in all the other ones.
On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 2.
Wow. Okay.
This is the worst movie of the franchise by far.
I 1,000%.
It makes Scream 3 look great.
It does. Makes it look like an Academy Award winning film.
And just the fact that I mentioned before, they keep putting out this bullshit because it's Ghostface and you bring back familiar faces and you build the idea in fans' mind that it could be Stu again. The fact that a lot of people, I won't say fell for that, but believe that and wanted that so bad.
I fell for it.
Is a part of the problem.
Yes.
And
I'm a problem.
True horror fans, you're not there for the gimmicks.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm not here just to see Ghostface and someone from a movie that I enjoyed from 30 years ago.
Yep.
You
should let the movies progress.
I want something creative.
Yeah.
I want something to scare me. I want something to anticipate and for me to want to partner with you.
That's where 5 and 6 was going.
Exactly.
It's where it was heading. It's where it was going. It was so beautiful. Even then, you could have even hinted at the Stumacher stuff, even though it would have sucked, but it's still possible.
Yeah.
It's still possible because they had did the TV kill him in the last one, and that whole final crazy epic showdown between the other 3 ghost faces. It was so good. And then we get this.
Even though you brought back Billy, which I did not like.
But that's Ghost Billy.
But you did enough around it.
Yeah.
And you used fucking AI then. But nevertheless.
Yeah.
Moving forward, horror fans in general.
Yeah.
We got to want better.
Expect better, want better.
Expect better. And hopefully we'll get better.
And not settle anymore.
Can't settle anymore.
Yeah.
We're not going to see Scream 10 when it comes out.
No.
We got to. There's, like you said, there's new ideas that are out there.
Yeah.
We should take a moment to fully enjoy those.
Yes.
Fully support those.
Yes.
In the hopes of maybe we don't need more Screams, we need more of the things.
And we need
more Sinners.
Or the fucking
more one-off
last
movies.
night with the Late Night with the Devil
Yeah.
is fucking great, people.
Movies that are good.
Oh, Shudder be slapping.
Those are movies you can watch over and over and over again if you want to, rather than watch 7 of the exact same thing.
Yep.
In different variations.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
I love that.
All right.
I'm going to clip that out. That was beautiful.
From 1 to 10. What
1.
about you?
A 1.
Okay.
It's the lowest movie I've ever rated on this podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Because we have 30 years of other ones, this one deserves a lower score than that.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Prime example, if you enjoy it so much,
watch the others.
Watch the originals.
Yep. Yeah, that's all I got for this one, man. This movie pissed me off.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to figure out what we're covering next week, but we'll let you know as soon as we do. Huge shout out, as always, to our main supporters, Jeff Balance, who does our design work, Lucky Riggs, who does our intro and our outro music. A huge shout out to Mr. Divine himself, who brought probably the greatest bit of content I've ever heard towards the end of this episode.
Thank you.
And a couple in between that made me realize some things about myself as a horror fan that I'm going to question for days and days past this. Anything you want to add to the episode before we sign off, buddy?
No.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the J Squared Horror Podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jake.
You guys have a great week, and remember, it's hip to be squared.